I'm about to change this. They're comfortable. You should keep along with that. Come on, honey, money. I'm not gonna pull off until I see you in the house. What is my son talking about? My mom is I don't understand what is she doing. Bye, baby. I love you. I forgot. Bye, baby. Love you. See you later, alligator. Huh? What? You got my card? All right, Mom.
Wait, you were sitting on it. Ew.
Mom. Now he got my damn credit card, though. Well, my debit card. Come on, y'all have to go. You got it? All right, bye.
Oh, shoot.
Thank you for grabbing it. I love you. Bye, I love you. Have a good day. In the wild crocodile.
I was going to show you this. When you were over there, I was going to say, "Wow, your car."
See you later, alligator.
Wait, I did it before, though. You go.
Okay, no, I have to go.
Bye.
Bye, I love you. You are not spending my credit card. I'm going to beat you behind. Bye, Noah. Bye, baby. Love you more. See you at like 6:30. I was all saying the words wrong. I'm saying, you know, I'm crocodile. See you later. I'm like, I'm not saying it wrong. My son, I love when he wants to talk to me in the morning, which is cool, but I'm like, go. Like, I love you, but mommy gotta go. Love you very much, but your mother gotta go. I didn't even know that he had my freaking card. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. It is Sunday morning. So I got the first job from 7 to 1.
Originally, I was supposed to do 8:30 to 1, but of course, me being me, why not go early to make some extra money? And then I have my second job from 2 to 6. Now, yesterday, I went into my second job yesterday, right? And I'm looking at my schedule because, I wanted to see who I work with. I see Amanda off. I was like, oh, I'm leaving. I was like, I'm out of here, yo. So I had left, right? No, I saw my manager. I was like, can you tell me what time I work tomorrow? She was like, tomorrow you got 2 to 6. She was like, do you want to stay today and work? I was like, nah. Now, again, the only reason why I did not stay was because my mom's back was hurting. If my mom's back was not hurting, I would have stayed and did it 2 to 6. But since her back was hurting, I didn't want to stay. And plus Noah was sick. He was throwing up yesterday. He had like a little bug. So I wanted to make sure that I was the one that was there, like when he was throwing up or like knocking something down. And we stayed at my mom's house so close to about maybe like 5 something maybe. And I was like, okay, baby, it's time to go. And then I heard yesterday that people have got these stamps. I don't know, because I personally don't get them since I have 2 jobs. But I will say this. I will say, and I'm not being disrespectful, but I do think that, again, and I'm only saying this for people that can work and that have the capability to work. It's like, respectfully speaking, I do believe it should be a wake up call. Good morning. And I'm only saying that because if you think about it, there was a lot of people that was stressing out about, honestly, to be real with you, a lot of people were stressing about Thanksgiving and about how they were going to feed their families. And respectfully speaking, some of these people that I seen, they were dressed very nice, hair done, haircuts, eyelashes done, fingernails done, feet done, Michael Kors bags and things of that nature. And I'm saying to myself, I'm slightly confused. And I do understand that sometimes people want to put on a persona. Respectfully speaking, I would say if you can afford those things, baby, you can get up and you can go to work for your family, to feed your family and feed your kids, but most importantly, feed yourself as well. I personally am not going to put in $500 in a purse when I know good and well that I have to pay my rent or my kids need shoes or sneakers or something like that. And to be honest, that's why with child support, right, there are a lot of men who don't like paying child support. And it's not because, I've learned that it's not because that they don't want to. It's not that they don't want to. It's just that they don't want the woman spending it on themselves instead of their kids. And I get it. To keep it a buck, I definitely do understand. If I was a man and if I'm working and you're calling me saying, hey, our kid needs shoes, or they need a book bag, or they need something, but I'm giving you close to $400 every 2 weeks, why the fuck are you calling me? Now, if you're spending it on yourself, don't call me, because then I'm going to be pissed off as a man. Now, if you use that money, let's say if you get $400 every 2 weeks, roughly, well, not roughly, but obviously that's $800, right? Cool. And I get it, kids are expensive, but then again, it depends on the type of lifestyle that you trying to keep up, baby. If you trying to keep up with the Joneses and you good times, sit your ass down, okay? Okay? And that's why some men get really offended at paying child support. And again, it's not because some men don't mind. When they know that they have a good mother of their children and they know that, all right, this money is going to my kids, it's going to, their school, it's going to their sneakers, it's going towards the child themselves. Some men like, all right, cool, I know you're going to do what you got to do. Boom, here you go. I'm not even going to question it. I understand that. But when you have a woman that's questionable, and I'm just keeping it a buck with you guys, as a man, I would be offended because I'm not about to sit up here and be working to take care of you. That's not happening. Or sometimes you have some women that are living with a man, okay? And instead of you spending that money on this child, you spending it on this man. that's laid up in your bed every night but don't have a job, and you think that another man is supposed to sit there and take care of your child? No, because if you laid up with somebody and they not doing nothing for you, for your child that lives with you, the father of the child is trying to give you money to help with the child, but the money is going to somebody else. I can't say what you can and can't do. Let's be very clear. I can't, right? But that is offensive to a man. Think about it. If a man is out there busting his ass, and let's say if he works maybe 14 hours a day or maybe 12, right? Something like that. Because men work. And when they work, they work. Okay? I give a man that. When they work, them suckers, they work. Alright? Cool. I'm just saying, and you gotta, if you a grown man and you working, you busting your behind, and mind you, you have your bills that you have for yourself, you gotta feed yourself, and here it is, you giving damn near $400 every 2 months. Sorry, every 2 weeks. I think that is a reasonable, I think that's $800. God damn it, if I had $800, okay, every 2 weeks, right? If in a month I got $800, let me tell you something. My son's father would never have to even worry about me calling him. Never! And it's so crazy because I don't, right? And I don't call him, right? Because I would think as a woman, you know, if this man has moved on and he's in his own place, good morning. You know, he has bills he has to pay now. You know, he probably has, you know, his car, you know, payments or his car insurance or whatever the case may be. I always tell a woman one thing. Never worry about what a man has going on inside his home. Right? Never worry about what a man has going on inside his home, because at the end of the day, that has nothing to do with you. Whatever he's doing inside his home with his money has absolutely nothing to do with you. So stop trying to clock this man money. Stop trying to clock this man pockets when you at home and you worried about your bills, your rent, okay, your cell phone bill, your car insurance. That no longer has nothing to do with this man. But that money that he's giving you is supposed to go to your child, not your hair, not your makeup, not your nails, not your feet. Now, if you want to sit there, and I would say pay the bills with the money, right, or pay the rent, right, or pay cable or something of that nature, it's fine, because it's going towards your child, and this is what your child uses because they're home with you. Anybody can understand that. I get that. Because if I was getting that, and if I, like, let's say if I was getting 400 every 2 weeks, right, cool. I would take 150 and put it to the side for 2, and then not with the whole 400, but I would maybe spend like, damn, I didn't even see that trooper. God damn. I would do maybe like 200, right? So that's 350, and then I would give him like a little, you know, like $50, just kind of like for himself to do, like if he wants to like hang out with his friends or like get ice cream or get food or something like that. That's how I would do it, because y'all know how I do with my bills. I pay them little by little. But I think it is not fair for a grown man to be laid up in your bed and he's not helping you. So now you over here trying to clock what this man doing at his home and his bills. Mind your business. You cannot sit there and expect this man to take care of you when you are a grown woman. If you could sit up here, get your nails done, get your feet done, get your eyelashes done, whatever the case may be, then baby, you could go get a job as well. Okay, let me tell you something. I have sickle cell trait, right? I had got extremely sick for like a month. I was sick. I was down. I couldn't do nothing. And my day ones, they remember. I wasn't on here for a minute because I was that freaking sick. Do y'all know, in my mind, I was worried about my job? Like, oh my goodness, I hope I have a job. I hope I have a job. Like, I wasn't even worried about me. I was worried about my finances for the sake of my son and how I was going to, you know, have a roof over my head. But by the grace of God, right? Since y'all know I don't never call out of work, I had sick pay, okay? I had personal time, you know, so I was good. And that's why when I go to work, I go to work. I be damned. That's why I will clock in early and I will leave later. Because at the end of the day, that it starts to build up and they see, all right, and I know she's a good worker, so she good. You know what I'm saying? And I was down for like a month, right? Still didn't call my son father. I wasn't going to do it because at the end of the day, I was sick. You know, that's my responsibility how I'm going to feed Noah. And I can't put something on my son's father when it's not like Noah was with him and that happened. Noah was with me. And I got sick. So it was my responsibility. I would never sit up here and put something on my son's father that has nothing to do with him. Not gonna do that to him. Because that's not fair to my son's father. If I'm calling him because I'm sick, no, he probably would have, or he probably could have said something like, yo, well, you sick, I'm not sick, so now, you gotta do it. And I'm pretty sure, me knowing my son's father, he would have said something like that. Like, what you calling me for? You know what I'm saying? But I just think that you should always have some type of security money. And I understand that with the way things are and with the way the economy is, it's pretty darn tough to save money. But I do believe that, it's capable. Let me tell you something. If I was getting $400 every 2 weeks, that man wouldn't even have to worry about seeing me, hearing me, looking at nothing, boo. Because I will make sure that I do what I got to do. And I'm starting to realize that I'm really genuinely starting to believe it's not the men. It's really not the men. Or you have some women out there that want to put a man on child support, but they don't know who the father of their child is. And I think it's wrong for the courts to just say, oh, well, since you were there, then you have to pay. Like, what the hell? That ain't my baby. Like, wait, what? I don't even think it's men being funny. I don't even think it's men being disrespectful. I just think that at the end of the day, me. I just think that, some men just don't. I don't believe men don't want to take care of their kids. I don't believe that. I believe that a woman makes it difficult. And then when a woman makes it difficult for a man, right? Oh my goodness, JC, I didn't even see that was you. Don't start. JC said we out here judging on this. It's not judging. It's just that you got to think about it. You a man. You work, right? Let's say if you get your money on a Monday. On Wednesday, the mother of your child is calling you, oh, hey, he needs sneakers. What the fuck? And I know in my bank account, it just came through that I sent you $400. It's not judging. It's just, this is my thing, right? Stop getting reality and judging and confused. Because it's not. If I was a man and if I was working 12 hours a day and I'm giving you money on a Monday, but on a Wednesday you calling me asking for, oh, he needs sneakers, you better not even look at my number in that damn phone, okay? It's not fair to a man who is paying this money and he's thinking, all right, it's going to my child. Let me tell you something, okay? That's not judging. That is just what and I'm not saying all, but some women spend the money on themselves. That's not judging. This is reality. There's no need to get offended at the way sometimes a woman moves. Here we go, Jason. Hi, Jason. 1990 throwback. Hi, love. You get on my damn nerves. I love me some you, though. Like, he keep it so real. I don't have those issues. I never lay with a woman like that. But see, that's my thing, though, right? Let me tell you something. You don't know that. A woman could switch, all right? Like that. It's how a man could switch like that. You're what I mean. That man is so funny. He called himself a dumb son of a bitch one day. I was like, what you say? That man be having me cracking up. He's an older white guy. Yo, he's funny as hell. I don't care. That man's funny. And it's just that a woman can be so kind and so gentle and so loyal and so down to earth, and then like a switch of it, she just switches. Like she just changes on you. Like, wait a minute. Now I know I wasn't laying with this woman last night. So sometimes people can just change. Just like JC said, no. That was a no. That's a hard no. Okay. I had to be with her for years before I put my seat. Listen, baby, time reveals all. Okay? Time reveals all. I have to trust her and know her. Let me tell you something. You will never know somebody the way you think that you know them. People have died and have gone to the grave with things that you thought that you knew about them that wasn't accurate, okay? Yes, all day, absolutely yes. That's the only thing I put on. I don't put nothing else on. So I tell people, you may think you know somebody, okay? You may think that. You may think it, but listen, people change. Time changes people. Relationships change people. Thank you. Um, Trauma changes people. People change people. Social media change people. You may think that you know somebody and they just switch and you're like, well, wait a minute. You know, what happened to you? Like, you know what I mean? I didn't think you would act up. I wasn't even acting up, first of all. Okay? Ain't nothing wrong with being a little cute, bro. That wasn't acting up, JC. That was just, you know what I find so weird, right? I don't know if people genuinely believe that I was born a man, but it's slightly annoying because when I want to wear a dress and act like a woman and be a woman, everybody's like, oh my goodness, you're a mother. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Like, did y'all forget that I pushed the baby out? Okay? So, what's the problem? Just terrible minds. Don't start. Why? Good Sunday morning. Now you judging on a Sunday. Don't start. Don't start, Jason. It's always you. Damn. Good Lord have mercy. Happy Sunday, Jason. Hello. My God. He drives me insane. But I don't think that's fair to Amanda. I don't think that a man should have to sit up here and pay all this money and the money. And you know what else what I kind of wonder? I always wonder this. We both need it then. It's not just me. It's not just me. I always wondered, right? If a man went inside court, right? And he can prove that the money that he's sending a woman is not being used for the child. I always wondered, would they stop a woman's child support like that if he can prove that it's not going towards the child? That's something I've always wanted to know. I've always wanted to know, can they do that? I remember one time I had went somewhere. I had to go to court for something. I'm not gonna tell y'all what I went to go for. And no, they won't stop it. I don't think that's right. I'm sorry. I just, certain things when it comes to women and men, I don't agree. Especially with the double standards. But I don't think that that's cool. If I'm coming in here and I'm working and I can tell you, you will have to sign it up. I don't think that's right. They would do. That's still not right though, because let's say if it went to, well, I don't know, because someone made me tripping. Like someone be like, my job support was $400, $100. What I'm gonna do with that? I don't know. But I know when you were getting it, I know what you weren't doing. Now this might make you, Kendrick Lamar, sit down and be humble and really think about your next move before you do something. I always tell people, you know what, sometimes I believe, and this may sound a little weird, but I do believe sometimes you got to put a person in an uncomfortable predicament or situation in order for them to be like, all right, you know what? I had it. I wasn't doing the right thing. Now I'm in a situation. Now what do I do? Sometimes you got to put a person in that type of, situation in order for them to be like, oh, all right, now I see what you mean. It shouldn't take that for you to see what somebody means. Because if you're getting $400 on a Monday, there's no way on a Wednesday you should be calling this man asking him to go buy the child sneakers when you get $400. I will look at you. I will look at that phone and go click. I would probably listen. If I'm a man and you call me and you tell me Wednesday you need help with sneakers, I would hang up on you. I swear to you, I would hang up on you. And then it's gonna be, oh my goodness, he don't ever want to get our son nothing. No, I just gave you $400. But I will go to the house to see how you looking though. But your hair done, your nails done, your feet done. You got a whole Michael Kors bag, okay? Like, sweetheart, no, we not. No, I'm damn sure enough not finna sit up here and take care of you and this man that you laid up with. You got me for. Okay, we not doing that. That's a word. Like, no, that's, you cannot expect, a man cannot do. I always say this: a man is human. You know, sometimes when the world is on their shoulders, that is a tough feeling, as just not even a man, but just as a person. So imagine how this man feeling. He got to pay for his child and provide for his home, right? That's a lot. So I mean, the least you could do is work and try to help him out, take care of your child. Because then when he don't do child support, that's my child, that's my child. Oh, okay, that's your child. All right, let's see how much that's your child when you don't get no child support. You're gonna be, oh my goodness, he a deadbeat, he don't do nothing. No, he does. You don't need to see what, especially if y'all got joint custody, right? And you don't get child support because y'all have joint custody. So they get the child maybe Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and you probably get them like Thursday night, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right? And then the child go back with the father on Sunday, right? What are you calling him for? Y'all have him even amount of days. So he doesn't have to see nothing, because the same days you have him is the same days he have him. Same days he has school with you, so does he with the father. So the same thing, everything is equal because y'all both have him. So y'all both have to adjust your schedule to make it fit. And it doesn't have to it doesn't have to interfere with neither one of you, because you both have the child the same amount of days. Good morning. Child support is a weapon system designed to put profits over a child's well. In a sense, I don't agree, because there are some out there who really just don't want to do nothing for their child. Now, if you have a man like that, oh, hello, we are talking about child support and men. I don't know if you want to say, because I don't know how you might feel. Go to work so you can send me my support. You better get your ass on my damn page talking like that. Boo. So, I don't agree. Now, I will say, if you have a man and he doesn't do anything for your child, then I would say, okay, cool, go for the child support. But what I am saying is, spend the money on the child, right? Don't spend the money on yourself and then call your child's father asking for help when already one, you know he's not going to help you. So I don't think it's I don't think it's a weapon. I don't. Somebody said I'm team no kids. I have one. My son is 9, so I have one. That's a nice car. I'm team no kids. I have one child. My son is 9. He'll be in the double digits soon. Oh my god, Dad, I traveled all the way from home just to get my son. Oh my goodness, I remember that time. And single as a dollar bill, so bring on the menu. Also bring on the man. Weaponized. I don't think so. You know, it could be used. I don't think so. I think, but again, I personally think it all depends on the woman. Because if I were getting child support, my money would go towards my son. Hands down, right? But I would still work 2 jobs, right? I would still do that because I still have my home, you know, that I have to keep up with, and my bills, and, you know, provide food for Noah and clothes on his back and things of that nature. But I don't agree that a man should have to sit there and pay when the money isn't going towards the child. I don't agree to that. I will never agree to that. And I think that if a man can prove that the woman is not spending the money on a child, I believe that they should cut the child support. I do. Because if I can go in this courtroom and I can tell the judge the child is not getting the support, like, you understand what I'm saying? Like, you know, that she's getting her hair done. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. This may sound a little crazy, but I would spy on her ass. I would spy on her. I swear to you, I would do it. I would do it. Oh, yeah, in that case, yeah, I get you. I get what you're saying. Now I get you. It can be weaponized. Okay, I get you. I don't know. My mindset went left. Let's bring it back right. Let's reel me back in this way. I agree. I was spying on her. I swear to you, I would. I would do it. And then if she called and talk about, oh, I need money for, I would record every day. Don't believe. Let me be a man too. But you just won't get over this way. I don't think that's fair because he's working. And let's say if you're not working, right? Unless receipts for, but that's what I'm saying. I was spying on her. All right? If she get her hair done, right? I would go in there. This may sound crazy, but I'll keep it a buck. Hey, you know, my child mother soon just came here. You know, she got her hair done. Keep telling me how much it costs. Listen, I think that as a man, you should have the right to know where your child support goes, especially when it's not going to your child. I don't think it's fair. I think that a judge should be like, okay, I see that, you know, you're not doing what you're supposed to do. I'm cutting it. Now, mind you, let's say if this man is doing what he needs to do as a father, right? Now, my thing is, if he's doing what he needs to do as a father, why are you doing that, right? Now, let's say if he's the type of person who doesn't do what he needs to do as a father, and then cut it because he says, hey, you know what? The money is not going to my child. It's going to her. Now who's left suffering? Your child. Not her and not you, your child. I tell people all the time, if you just get yourself from out of everything and your feelings, everything will work. And it's so funny because my aunt just told me recently that if you have a child, right, and you and the child's father or mother doesn't get along, and the mother says, oh, well, you can't see your father or something of that nature, right? You got to think about it. And my aunt told me this. She was like, you know, think about being a child, having nothing to do with anything, but you can't see your mother or your father. She said, you know, think about that for a second. She was like, you know, really think about it. And it's so funny because I just told one of my friends, I said, listen, you and your child father don't get along. I said, I understand. I said, I've been there. I've done that. I said, but at the end of the day, I said, your daughter is going to hate you because she's going to say to you, Ma, I had nothing to do with that. I said, so don't put that blame on yourself because you can change it. I never forget her response was, oh, well, then just bring it on. I said, let me tell you something. You don't want them type of issues with your daughter. I said, because at the end of the day, what y'all have gone has nothing to do with her. So don't put her in the middle of it because that's confusing to a child. Then it makes a child feel like that they have to pick a certain parent. Don't have your child feeling like that. Like, people really got to understand these kids are sponges and they genuinely do soak up anything that you do, anything that you say, the way you move, the way you respond. They are genuinely looking at this, and you don't want it to just be the same thing happening. Then she has a child, she don't get along with her child father. Somewhere down the line, somebody has to break it, you know. And I just don't think that it's called for. They need to not the Maury show, please, that part. And it's crazy because a lot of men that signed the birth certificates that thought that they were the child's father were not the child's father. And I think that, I don't know, maybe it's just me, I think it just takes them too damn long to figure that out. It's like, bro, listen, as quick as I sign my name, can we quick to sign it off? I feel like you got to go through a lot. When you prove that you're not the child's father, I'm probably going to start work at 7:30 because I was originally supposed to start at 8:30, but I'm probably going to start at 7:30 because I want to eat before I go inside my job. Tell me about. What? Twisties, don't think cigarette. Cut fingers, pass. Personality test before us. I mean, I don't know, because I feel like this, right? If you, again, well, then, I don't know. Because if you know that you have a good woman, right? And you know she's a good woman, right? damn, I'm trying to be team girls, but it's like, damn, ladies, it's a little tough to be team ladies, right? I'm trying to be team girls, but it's like, I'm rooting for you guys. I'm rooting for my ladies, but it's like, you see that man, girl, with the pop? He'd be so fine, and you'd be like, oh, look at his body. Look at them tats, right? And then you just be like, oh my goodness, you're so silly. Knowing damn well you got a man at home. Girl, you better Kendrick Lamar sit your ass down and be humble too. Like, what is you doing? What is you doing? Like, I'm rooting for you, ladies. Ladies, I'm rooting for us. I'm rooting for us. Seriously. Like, I'm rooting for us, please. Because no, but it's not that. And to be real with you guys, oh my goodness! Like, I'm trying. I was like, damn, girls. I don't know. Like, I'm rooting for us, but it's just in a manner of, damn, I gotta keep it a back. Like, me personally, right? I personally wouldn't cheat on somebody. I think it's stupid, but it's like, what? No. I don't get the point of cheating on somebody, because what are you doing? If I'm sitting up here trying to build this life with you and this legacy, and I want a family and I want a home, and I want the stability with you, right? I don't give a damn if I see Michael B. Jordan, okay? I wouldn't even see that man, because I know who I have at home. And I think that for men, not being disrespectful, but men are suckers when it comes to a woman's body. The slightest thing, and he just melts in her hands. It's like, bro, what is you doing? Can he be any louder? Like, can that person be any louder? Good Sunday morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good Sunday morning. Right, I just don't understand the purpose of cheating. I just think it's stupid. I think it's dumb. I don't get it, because I would rather tell somebody, hey, I don't want to do this anymore with you, than to hurt them. It's not acceptable. Hurting somebody is not okay, because you got to remember, what you do to somebody, you're gonna get it back. You're gonna get it back. This man could be sitting up here married, have a whole family, and you still sitting there trying to find somebody to be with. When that man that she with could have been your man. But he looked fine, or his tattoos was just ooh, or his bald. It was just, yes, child. It's no. I'm not gonna mess up my family for one night stand. I'm not gonna mess up the legacy I could build. I'm not gonna mess up the home and the laughter and the love that I can have for a one night stand. I'm not doing that. That's ridiculous, right? I think it's ridiculous. You guys, I'm gonna go, because I'm gonna clock in to work early. Smooches. We will finish this later. I'm just gonna eat at my job. They be the hell right. They get over it. Bye. I love you guys. Have an amazing day. Bye, guys. Sound like hell no. Ain't no damn resentment over this thing. Bye. Bye. That's not, well, it depends on the person. Bye, guys. Love you.